Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday Top 10 show at the Collective. This is episode 25. This week is our anniversary episode, and it comes with a shiny hollow foil cover. Just kidding. I had to do that. Today, we're highlighting new comics releasing December 26th and 27th, 2023. There really was no FOC to speak of this week, and there isn't one coming up this weekend either. But the items that are on order on 171824 are many and marvelous, so don't forget to do your pre-orders on the Comic Hub. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend, no matter which one you celebrate this time of year. And don't forget to follow the store on social media and join the Discord server at Collective CCG. There's some big news this week from the Big Two. Let's shift to that. Let's grab that screen. All right, so first up we have, and you'll see the first cover revealed for this. Looks like a Pepe Larraz cover for the book. It's Blood Hunt to the Marvel Universe is going to war with the vampires. In the summer crossover. Coming out. Shipping in May. This is from Jed MacKay and Pepe Larraz. Currently writing Avengers, and Pepe Larraz drew X-Men and Big Game. And you'll see again that this is the Pepe Larraz A cover for that. There's 5 issues in this miniseries. So we have some interior art. I won't spoil it. You can look up the article yourself if you're more interested and don't mind spoilers. Next, we have some covers from the new Marvel solicitations. Sorry about this. It might be a little spoiler for some characters, but it's too late. It's already on the screen. This is Ultimate X-Men #1. And this is the March solicitation. So these are books that are going to be on FOC at the end of January and during February. This is an unnamed character that some of you might be familiar with. I won't say the name of the character so it doesn't spoil it too much. We got a Peach Momoko armor cover for Ultimate X-Men. That's the same character. And another Peach Momoko cover. March also sees Ultimate Black Panther 2. There's a couple covers for that. Ultimate Spider-Man #3. He's fighting the Kingpin. There's another Ultimate Black Panther. I think that's a cover for Ultimate Black Panther #1. And also got Spectacular Spider-Man coming in March. That's a team-up book featuring both Miles and Peter. Cartoon cover. Got a DNA cover for that. If you read Jed MacKay's previous Black Cat and Mary Jane series, this is a different writer, but it does pick up from that. This is Black Cat and Jackpot. That is Mary Jane. A couple covers for that. It's a cool cartoon animated style cover. Is that an Adam Warren cover? I haven't seen them drawing anything in a while. A Greg Capullo Ghost Rider cover in March. I think the Ghost Rider series is coming to an end. Black Widow and Hawkeye by Stephanie Phillips starts in March. The new weekly Spider-Man 2099 series, Symbiote Spider-Man 2099. Look at that. If you're a fan of the Loki show, you got a Miss Minutes cover. Some very awesome covers on that. Avengers Twilight launches in March. Look at those Asad Ribbit covers. Fantastic. Hickman's Gods series continues. I think that took a month off in February, or it's taking a month off in February. Fall of the House of X. So very cool set. It's Nick Bradshaw. Polaris cover. Looks like Wolverine won that fight. Colossus with the beard again. I got a George Perez cover for X-Force. Got a Cable miniseries as part of Fall of the House of X. Weapon X-Men, the sequel to last week's original X-Men one-shot, comes out in March. That's an awesome John Boy Myers doing some Marvel covers. So Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. That's a great cover. I think that's actually the A cover. Got a Nick Bradshaw cover. Nice to see Nick Bradshaw doing some more covers. Dead X-Men is a big tie-in book for Fall of the House of X by Steve Fox. That's a very nice Rian Gonzalez cover on that. Wolverine Madripoor Night. So we got a 50th anniversary of Wolverine coming out. Is that a Steve Dillon cover? Can't tell. The Sabretooth War. And Wolverine book. And Giant Size Spider-Gwen. Well, that's a nice cover. Night Thrasher #1. Terry, that's all yours. I know you're interested in that series. You're hyped for it. Scarlet Witch is relaunching as Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Some more Disney character Marvel crossover covers. Some previews of the Amazing Spider-Man covers for March. Oh, that's a nice one. I'm just running through these real quick because they're all really cool. Miles Morales. I don't have the artist name for all these. Plus, if I did, it would take a long time to run through all of them. So there's a Lionel Francis Yu Spider-Woman cover. That's awesome. Rose Besch doing a Marvel cover on Spider-Boy. It might be Humberto Ramos. Some Venom covers. Daredevil by John Romita Jr. Aaron Cooter. Blade is continuing. Straczynski's Captain America. Thanos Snap. I don't know what that is. Sharp covers for that. Thunderbolts. It looks like. I don't know who that is. It's Bucky and Dr. Doom. Fantastic Four. Phil Noto cover. What If Aliens? Interesting. I think that's a one-shot. Jango Fett series from the Star Wars line in Marvel. Thrawn Alliances. So this is adapting the Thrawn in continuity Thrawn stories by Timothy Zahn, as Javen cleared up for me. The Obi-Wan Kenobi book is continuing. I think that's the second issue of Mace Windu. Nice covers on that. Action figure cover on the Star Wars main book. I think we're just about through all of these. Yeah, that's everything. All right. DC is doing a April Fool's one-shot with a banana-scented rub and smell cover, where all of the Justice League is, or Justice Society rather, is primates. So that's an interesting take. I think some of these characters have been seen before, highlighting a couple covers for that have been shown. And last on the list is Batman, Superman, World's Finest #25. It's a cool multi-character cover. And the special cover featuring an appearance only on the cover, not in the story, apparently, by William Shatner. All right, that's all the news Let's switch over to the books. We have one honorable mention this week. Sorry about that, y'all. That is World Tree number 6. This is the start of a new arc. And this is, of course, by James Tynion. Art by Fernando Blanco and Josh Hickson. Colors by Jordi Belair. We have an A cover by Blanco. And I believe that is the Jordi Belair cover on the B cover. World Tree number 6. Again, start of a new arc. If you've been picking that up, the second trade will start with that issue. If you're picking it up in trades. All right. Let's move on to number 10. We have the Action Comics Annual. And this picks up from the story in Action Comics. Sorry, I'm not reading it, so I'm not familiar with who they're fighting, but the whole Superman family is fighting a giant battle in the skies over Metropolis. This is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson with art by Max Rayner and colors by Matt Herms. We have a Rafa Sandoval A cover. And this is the Dave Wilkins C cover. It's like the B cover sold out. That's Action Comics Annual 2023, number 1. All right. Number 9 is Justice Society of America, number 8. This one's seen a few delays, but it's been well worth the wait to see Jeff Johns return to these characters. So, a story by Jeff Johns, art by Mikhail Yanin, colors by Jordi Belair. And this is the only cover left. There's only a couple copies of this left. This is the Mikhail Yanin A cover. Justice Society of America, number 8. All right. Coming in at number 8 is Edenwood, number 3. This is a hit series about a war between witches and demons. It's written, drawn, inked, colored, the whole works by Tony Daniel. So we have 2 covers by Tony Daniel. We have the A cover and the B cover. That's Edenwood, number 3. Oh, and there is a C cover. Simon Kurdansky. Edenwood, number 3. Coming back over to DC for number 7. This is the final issue of Batman Santa Claus Silent Night. This is a wild fight between Santa, Batman, and Krampus. And this is textbook classic superhero shenanigans at its finest. This book is fun. It's just a lot of fun. Of course it's silly. It's Batman and Santa Claus. But you know what? Well worth a read. This is written by Jeff Parker, art by Steven Segovia, colors by Alex Sinclair. The A cover by Dan Mora has sold out. This is the Leslie Lyrics Lee B cover featuring Wonder Woman. Batman Santa Claus Silent Night, issue 4, the final issue in this story. Moving on to number 6. We got another James Tynion entry. He might have had the most picks in the first 25 episodes of the show. I'd have to go back and count. I haven't done that. Thought about it, though. But Universal Monsters Dracula number 3. In this issue, Dr. Seward tries to prove Lucy's innocence. So if you've been reading this, definitely worth continuing. It's a fantastic take on the Universal Monsters. And I would expect, because of how well this is sold, that you might see more entries in the Universal Monsters line from Skybound and Image. Again, story by James Tynion the 4th, art by Martin Simmons. This is the Martin Simmons A cover. And we have a Julian Totino Tedesco B cover. Let's get a few Marvel entries going here at number 5. Tie into the Spider-Man Gang War storyline. Shang-Chi joins the battle against the 5 Weapon Society with Spider-Man and the other street-level heroes of New York City. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu Gang War number 1. This is written by Greg Pak with art by Kahlo Mahado and colors by Jim Campbell. This is the David Aja A cover. We have a Benjamin Sue foil cover. Always love the foil covers. Do keep in mind, though, that the foil covers from both Marvel and DC will come in a little bit above cover price just because of allocation. But foil covers are always great. And that's a nice action flying kick. All right. And we have a Chris Allen Stormbreakers cover with the 10 rings. That is Deadly Hands of Kung Fu Gang War #1. Next, got some more Marvel coming in. This is Timeless 2023 #1. This is a one-shot. It's their annual whole Marvel Comics line annual, showing kind of an anthology of different stories, giving you a peek into things that are coming up for 2024. So this is written by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, with art by Juan Cabal. We have an A cover by Cale New. You have a Peach Momoko Nightmare cover. This looks like the Felipe Masafera cover. And we have an Alex Ross wraparound cover. So I can show. This looks like it's part of the same line of wraparound covers that came out on the Avengers or Uncanny Avengers and then X-Men books earlier this year, a couple months ago. That's Timeless 2023 #1. Next is the final issue of Predator vs. Wolverine. The crossover ends here. Will the Predator go home with an adamantium skull trophy? Well, you'll have to read this one to find out. It is written by Benjamin Percy, jeez, with art by Ken Lashley and Kei Zama, colors by Kevin Guidry, and this is the A cover by Marco Cicchetto. That is the only cover left. Everything else sold out. All right, #2, a tie-in to Something is Killing the Children and following up from last year's Book of Slaughter. This is Book of Butcher #1, and this is the third entry in the top 10 this week for James Tynion. And we have art by Werther Dell'Edera. I'll mess that one up. Colors by Mikel Mutero. We have an A cover by Dan Mora. And a Jai Lee cover. The Virgin cover. That's awesome. And that is Book of Butcher #1. And then top of the list this week is Duke #1. It's the leader of G.I. Joe. Here's his first solo series in the Energon universe. This is written by Joshua Williamson with art by Tom Riley and colors by Jordi Belair. And Jordi Belair, that's another name you've seen a bunch of times in the picks because their colors are top of the game. We have an A cover by Tom Riley. And we have a David Aja B cover and a blank sketch cover. And that's Duke #1, tying into the new Skybound and Image Energon Universe G.I. Joe series. And that's all we have for the week. Don't forget to check out John's Dungeon Corner Friday at 1. And don't forget that on Tuesdays, this is game-related, not comic-related, but Javen and Jack are out there playing Star Wars Shatterpoint. So if you're interested in the Star Wars cards and miniature game, don't forget to come out and check it out on Tuesdays. They're doing a demo game. I'll catch you next week. Have a great night.